Piko or Hopscotch. Piko or Hopscotch is a popular playground game in which players toss a small object, called a logger, into numbered triangles or a pattern of rectangles outlined on the ground and then hop or jump through the spaces and retrieve the object. It is a children's game that can be played with several players or alone. Materials needed. Materials needed varies on the things that you have. When setting up for the Hopscotch or Piko, you need these materials. It's either marker, chalk, charcoal, stick, masking tape, or paint tape. When you are already performing the Hopscotch or Piko, you also need a pamato. It's either a flat stone or a similar object, maybe a brick chip, the bottom piece of a clay pot, crown cap, or a smooth chunk of window glass. When setting up for your playing court, you need to have a stone floor drew with chalk, charcoal, or on the ground drawn with a sharp stick, or indoor smooth flooring marked with masking tape or paint tape. The game mechanics of Hopscotch or Piko is that you need to draw a hopscotch design on the ground. Chalk is the best drawing medium on asphalt, pasha stones, or concrete, but as you can see on the video, you are using only the masking tape. So the square should be large enough to fit 1 foot and to make sure that a stone thrown into the square will not bounce out too easily. While there are variants on drawing the design, a common schoolyard design is shown here. So the players stand in front of rectangle number 1, and each player takes a turn into tossing his or her pamato inside the 10th square or moon. The player who tosses his pamato closest to the center gets to play first. This is called manohan. Throw a pamato on square 1. It has to land inside the square without touching the border or bouncing up. If you don't get it within the lines, you lose your turn and pass the stone to the next person. If you do get it, however, go on to the next step. Hop through the squares, skipping the one you have your marker on. Each square gets 1 foot. Which foot you start with is up to you. You can't have more than 1 foot on the ground at a time unless there are 2 numbered squares right next to each other. In that case, you can put down both feet simultaneously, 1 in each square. Always keep your feet inside the appropriate square. If you step on a line, hop on the wrong square, or step out of the square, you lose your turn. Pick up the marker on your way back. When you get to the last number, turn around or your remaining 1 foot and hop your way back in reverse order. While you're on the square, right before the one with your marker, lean down or probably on 1 foot still, and pick it up, then skip over the square and finish up. Pass the marker on the next person. If you completed the course with your marker on square 1 and without losing your turn, then throw your marker on the square 2 on your next turn. Your goal is to complete the course with a marker in each square. The first person to do this wins the game.